Good morning, students. How are you? All are okay, students? Good. Then in commerce, we are learning about SEBI, isn't it? Securities Exchange Board of India. In that one, we are learning a separate heading about dematerialization. So, dematerialization of shares. Okay, that it is one account. Dematerialization of shares account. That is, in short, it is called demat account. So now we are going to learn about the demat account. Yesterday we learned it, and today we are going to learn how to start a demat account in a bank. Or separate one department, it is called depository participant. Depository participant. Some banks, they open this depository participant and they issue this demat account. Okay. So demat account, it holds the shares. Okay, it holds not the money, it holds the shares that are purchased in electronic form. That is what we learned yesterday, isn't it? Purchased in electronic form. Not in a paper form. Earlier days, they will issue one share certificate. If we purchase shares, one certificate will be given. That is in paper form. But here it is electronic form. That is called dematerialized form. Okay, dematerialized form. Okay, here in a bank, what we do? We open bank account, isn't it? To save money. Here in this depository participant, we open one account. This account is called demat account. Here we deposit shares. Understand? In bank we open that account, maybe three forms, isn't it? Either it is fixed deposit or savings deposit or current deposit. Savings bank account, current account. Okay, fixed account, savings account, current account. Three accounts we open. Here only one demat account, that is for shares. Okay, here not only shares, we can purchase the bonds, all the financial securities that we have learned. Okay, shares, bonds, then government securities, or any mutual fund investments, and exchange traded funds. A separate fund. Okay, like a mutual fund, a separate fund, exchange traded funds. All these we can purchase and sell through this demat account. That is called demat account. Now we will learn how to open a demat account. Okay. What should be provided? What should be given? First of all, first step, we should fill up an account opening form. Everywhere, even in the bank account also, we will fill up one form, isn't it? That is the first step. Fill up an account opening form. Okay, and we have to submit that form along with the copies of some documents. Copies of required documents. and one passport size photograph. Along with this one, we have to we have to give this form to that department. Okay, sometimes they will ask for the PAN card also. Okay, but only the copies are required, but the originals will be given at the time of verification. They will call for verification. Okay, that time we have to submit the original documents, but the copies of the required documents and one photograph, if PAN card necessary, that also must be submitted along with the filled up application form. Okay, now after filling up, they will give one copy of the rules and regulations. One paper they will give, that copy of rules and regulations. Then terms of agreement. When we apply for this passbook and all, when we open bank account, they will give the passport. In that passport itself, we will have some rules and regulation. Okay, but here separate copy of the paper will be provided that contains the copy of rules and regulations, then terms of the agreement, and any charges that we have to pay for that. Okay, all will be entered in that one. Then when it is in process, okay, when they are filling, now they will add your name in that participant, depository participant. One verification will be they will be carried out. Okay, that one verification is in-person verification. That means we have to go in person, not through the phone. Okay, that will be conducted by the depository participants staff. That is like a branch office. Okay, that staff will conduct this in-person verification with that account opening form. We told the originals must be submitted during the verification. So this filled up application form and all the original documents will be verified whether it is correct. Okay, that is the third procedure. Then once that it is verification is over, then the application is processed, everything is over, they will provide you with an account number. Okay, they will give you an account number. Then that is called client ID. One proof. Okay, like it is like an ID. Even passbook also. Passport is also considered as an ID, isn't it? So in the same way, this is also called as client ID. So they will provide you, they will give us one account number. Okay. Now this number can be used online for online transaction, purchase and sale. We can use this details. Okay, that account number ID will be given. No, that details we can use when we do the transactions on online. Okay. Now we should pay. Now that they have started the transactions, we are going to start the transaction. Now what we should do? We can do the purchase and sale of this. So when that we have got this ID, client ID, we will start purchasing and selling the shares. Okay, for this purpose, the bank means here the DP. Okay, DP means depository participant. Okay, we have to pay some fees. Okay, the member, we have to pay, that applicant, he has to pay some fees like the annual maintenance fee. Okay, because they are maintaining this account, for us. So an annual maintenance fee will be charged on us, on our account. Okay, then any transaction fee, because we purchase and sell, like transaction fee. This is as same as that ATM fees, when we do one transaction, when we withdraw money from an ATM, they will charge. Nowadays they have made us free of cost for something. If we withdraw money from the same bank's ATM in other branches, they won't charge anything. Okay, in the same way, here also that transaction fee, then annual maintenance fee, they will debit in our account. Okay, this will be debited in our account. Okay, this will differ from DP to DP. Okay, because it will be differing for the amount of service that they do for us, and for the number of transactions it will vary, but they may have a minimum amount. A minimum amount will be there. Apart from this one, they will charge as per the transaction. Then annual maintenance fee may be the fixed one. Okay. Then next point. Here, when we open an account in the bank, they will charge one minimum amount, isn't it? Around 1,000 rupees only we can open a savings bank account. But here there is no minimum shares. Within this number of share only we can open a demat account. There is without no balance. No balance of shares also we can open an account. Okay, that means zero balance account. So sometimes in this bank account also they have allowed that central government has allowed it to open zero balance account. Without any money they were allowed to open a bank account also, savings bank account. So here in the same way, here also there is no minimum balance of shares to open a demat account. Okay, we can open a demat account without any number of shares in that account. Now, the documents, list of documents should be submitted. In the first point, we learned that along with the application form, they have to submit some of the documents, isn't it? Copies of the documents. Now, here what are the documents we have to submit? The first one, proof of identity. ID card we used to say, isn't it? That one big list itself is given, that we will learn in the next heading. Okay, then proof of address. Proof of address is also given. Then passport size photograph, that we learned in the first point. Photograph, which size? Passport size. The ordinary one, not stamp size, passport size, little bigger one. Then account opening form. Okay. Then all these will be the photocopies. Not the photograph, passport size, these two, only the photocopies, but originals will be submitted at the time of verification. Okay, originals at the time of verification. Same thing coming again. Okay, now we will see what are the proof of identity, what are the proof of address, what are the documents we have to, any one should be submitted. Okay, then what are the proof of identity? What and all we can submit as the proof of identity? First one, PAN card. Okay, PAN card. Then voter's ID. Very simple. Okay, voter's ID. Then what are the things? Passport, driving license. Okay, driving license or driver's license. Then bank attestation. Then income tax returns. Those who pay income tax, that one. Then electricity bill. There our address, our name address will be given in the electricity bill. Same thing, telephone bill also. Okay, all these are one question answer. That's why I am writing and putting. Okay. Then any other ID card with the photo. The ID card, that photo, applicant's photo will be available, that is issued by the central government or state government or the state government's departments. Okay, state government's departments. Then any statutory and regulatory authorities. Statutory and regulatory authorities. Then any other public sector undertakings, big companies. Okay, public sector undertakings or that commercial banks. Maybe our that already that passbook, maybe the passbook. Okay, the passport is given, passbook is not given. The commercial banks, our photo will be there. That passbook of that different copy also will be accepted. Then public financial institutions. Financial institution. Then any colleges. College ID, school ID will be there, isn't it? Colleges, that colleges must be affiliated to universities, not any symbol, any college that is not affiliated to any university, that no. Okay, then any other professional bodies. Professional bodies such as ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. The Institute of Chartered Accountant and that one Works Accountant, Cost and Works Accountant of India. Okay, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. Then any other councils, etc. Okay, all these are the proof of identity. Any one, as they prefer, we have to give any one of them. Okay, PAN card, voter's ID, then passport, driver's license, bank attestations, then IT returns, electricity bill, telephone bill, ID cards, or ID cards with photo, which are the ID cards will be issued by any either central government or state government or the departments of these governments. Then statutory and regulatory authorities, public sector units, any commercial banks, then public financial institutions, any colleges which are affiliated to the universities or any other professional bodies such as ICAI, ICWAI and other councils, etc. Okay, then some of the proof of addresses are also given. Proof of addresses. Proof of address. We may give one address, isn't it? That must have some proof. All these will have, isn't it? Now we can include this one, that identity and all. This Aadhaar card also we can include, isn't it? Along with this one. And everywhere they ask that here it is coming. Okay, that ration card. Okay, ration card. Then passport, many what is available for the identity will be coming here also. Passport, then voter ID, then driving license, bank passbook, driving license, then bank passbook. Okay, then any other, either bank passbook or bank statement. Okay, then the same thing, electricity bill, then telephone bill, then the same thing, ID card, which are issued by ID cards issued by with the photo by the central government, state government, or any departments of this state government. Okay, then any statutory and regulatory authorities. Same thing, public sector units, scheduled commercial banks. Okay, public financial institutions, colleges which are affiliated to the universities, some of the professional bodies, everything what are coming here. Okay, that also will be coming for the proof of address, because identity means that photo will be there, here the address will be there. Everywhere in this certificate address will be there. If our name is there, even in the school ID also, the name of the person and his address will be available, isn't it? So these are the proof that they will require for the opening an demat account. Okay. Now here they have given one PAN card, no? That we should know what is PAN. What is the full form of PAN? Permanent account number. PAN card we say, isn't it? Full form is permanent account number. That from the IT department. Okay. For the taxpayers only will give, but even we too can apply for that one. Okay. Who will issue this one? IT department. Income tax department only will issue. Understand? It is a 10-digit number. 10-digit number. That will be the one. We will have only one number. So the same number will not be repeated anywhere in India. So we can say it is an unique 10-digit. That will be not only the number, alphanumeric number. That means both will be there. Alphanumeric. What is the meaning? Alphabet. Okay, A, B. Here, numeric 1, 2. Like that, both together they will allot a number. Okay. So it is alphanumeric identity allotted to each taxpayer, because it is issued to by the IT department. The taxpayers will be having this number. Even the people, those who are not paying tax also, will be allowed to apply for this PAN card. Okay. So it is issuing, but under the supervision of the Central Board of Direct Taxes. So Central Board of Direct Taxes. Okay, that one only, with the advice of this department, the IT department will issue this PAN card. Understood now? That what we have understood. Now this is also accepted as an ID proof. Okay, proof of identity or proof of address, because our address will be there, I think. Okay, identity proof. Okay students, we have completed this lesson with this. So now we will see the one word, we will mark all the question answers. Choose the correct answer. Securities Exchange Board of India was first established in the year 1988. Headquarters of SEBI is Bombay. In which year SEBI was constituted as the regulator of capital markets in India? 1988. Registering and controlling the functioning of collective investment schemes as mutual funds. Then, SEBI is empowered by the Finance Ministry to nominate dash members on the governing body of every stock exchange. 3. The process of converting physical share into electronic form is called dematerialization. Trading in dematerialized shares commenced on the National Stock Exchanges December 1996. Dash was the first company to trade its shares in demat form, Reliance Industries. Dash enables small investors to participate in the investment on share capital of large companies, mutual funds. PAN stands for Permanent Account Number. I think we have marked, isn't it, many of the questions. Short notes on SEBI, objectives, demat account, headquarters of SEBI. Then, what are the various ID proofs? All the ID proofs, this one, okay. Proof of identity, all the ID proof. You write 5, 6, 7, okay. As many as possible you learn and write there. What is meant by dematerialization? We marked. What are the documents required? That also we marked, I think, isn't it? No. What are the documents required? It is in page number 70. Okay. What are the documents required for a demat account? 70. Page number 70. Here it is. We need to submit proof of identity and address along with your passport photograph and the account opening form. Only photocopies of the documents are required for submission, but originals are also required for verification. Okay. Then all the big questions I think we have marked, isn't it? Benefits of dematerialization we have completed. Today how to open a demat account. Then what is a demat account? Have you marked? If not, now you mark. Page number 70. Today only I have taken that one. What is a demat account? Okay, this one. Okay, here what is demat account fully, this paragraph fully. Okay, that's all. Students, you complete this one. I think we can leave the next unit. I will teach you marketing. Okay, because it is not much important. We will leave. If they I will complete it, but before that now I will start the other unit. Okay, students, so learn well and study all the question answers that are given to you. Okay, nowadays I think you all are not sending the copies, that taking photos and sending. It doesn't matter, but you have to learn and you have to keep them. Okay, because everything together you cannot study. We do not know where they are cutting short, but it may not be more, very less only they will cut short. So we have to study. So if you keep everything accumulated for in future to study, it won't help you. So now itself you learn the daily lessons. Okay, students, and I think so that you are learning your daily lessons and doing the problems also in accountancy. Okay, so with this I plan to wind up today's class. Thank you, students.